Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of a mix-up. I'm going to try doing some other type of puzzle games. Still sticking with the Sudoku, don't worry about that. But I kind of want to get a little bit of variety going on here. Um, if you can, let me know in the comments below if you like this, if there are some games that you like or you don't like, either way, and any other suggestions maybe you have that you think is a very interesting type of puzzle game. So today, what I think I'm going to do is try to do either 2 or 3 different puzzles, because I don't know that these are going to take a huge amount of time to do each one. So I think what I'm thinking would be do connections, strands, and letterboxed. If you guys have ever heard of those, I'll go through each one individually. Let me get them set up and we'll kind of run through them. Just want to make sure my screens are good for now. So we'll start with connections. So if you haven't played this one before, you've got 16 different words, and you have to create 4 groups. And the 4 groups, those 4 words in each group has to have some sort of connection to each other to create an actual group. So let's get started on this one. This one is for June 10th, 2024, which is today. Let's get into this one and see what we've got. So what would be a good place to start? Now, betray. No. A hyphen. Bullet. An arrow. Those are all kind of things used as in paragraphs or sentence structure, perhaps. Checkbox, maybe? I don't know if that's really that works. Let me look at a couple other ones. What else we got? We've got Baroque, betray, involved, angry. They're all kind of not necessarily emotions, but what else would we have? Hybrid. I don't see him. Some of these can be tricky. This is actually the first one I ever played, but I've seen other people do these. I think like bullet, hyphen, arrow, and checkbox might be a good place to try. And it was, okay. So symbols used in making list. Yes, there we go. So that's one set. Now we got 3 more to figure out. What else? Complex, involved, elaborate. This looks good. What would be the third? I mean, substance. It has substance to it. It's complex. It's involved. It's elaborate. That sounds like it would work, right? Nope. Apparently not. Essence. You can only get 4 mistakes, clearly, so I want to try to make logical guesses here instead of just randomly putting these things in. Complex, involved, elaborate, but essence doesn't really seem to work there. Substance was kind of close, but not necessarily. I mean, angry, baroque, crux, none of these seem to work. So what else could there be? Let's see. Is there anything that's just completely off the wall? Like crucifix, crux, baroque? Maybe having some type of language, something to do with language and where it word comes from. I don't know. I don't see that. Okay. So what else do we have? Heart. What would heart have to do with anything? Heart. 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 Is there anything maybe like that are anagrams of each other? Doesn't look like it. I mean, we've got Y's, but just having a Y in it isn't really a good a group way to determine a group. What else? What else? I feel like this has to be complex, elaborate. And one of these other words, I mean, involved seemed to work there, but substance didn't. Essence doesn't really seem to work. I mean, Baroque, does that have a second meaning that I'm not quite aware of? Let's try it. That was it? Okay, complicated. So I didn't realize Baroque was a complicated. When I think of Baroque, I think more of a like an art style instead of that. But hey, it worked. Okay, here we go. So angry heart. I mean, crucifix? What does crucifix have to do with any of these things, right? Crucifix, betray, something to do with, Jesus and that sort of thing. Is a heart usually associated with that? I don't see where another connection would go there. Substance, crux, essence. Substance and essence seems to go together. Does crux go in there with it? Substance, essence. Heart and crux. That was it. Core. Oh, at the crux of the essence of the heart of the substance. Okay, that makes sense. So what are angry, hybrid, betray, and crucifix have to do with each other? The only thing I could think of like angry, betray, and crucifix would have to do something with, religious connotation, but I don't know how hybrid works into that. What cross might mean? Oh, just if you are cross, you're angry. If you cross someone, you betray them. The crucifix is a cross, and hybrid is a cross between two things. Okay, that makes sense. When you see it from the outside, it seems much different than when you're trying to put it together in the old noggin. So that was connections. If you guys like that one, let me know. Let's move over to strands. Now, strands is somewhat similar to connections. It's like a word search puzzle, but you're going to have one word in the puzzle that is a general term that all the other words you find are going to be part of that group. So the rules are the theme word, they call it a theme word instead of a representation, like I said, but theme words stay highlighted in blue when found. Drag or tap to create words, theme words, and you'll fill the entire board completely. Spangram is what they call it. Okay. The spangram describes the puzzle's theme. It touches two opposite sides of the board. It may be two words. So that's how you have to figure it out. Let's get through this. We're good to go. So this one is print edition. I need to move my screen. Sorry. Why is this not working? Okay, it doesn't want to work. Can I do this? There we go. Let's get strands going. Okay. So, as you can see, we've got print edition. So everything in here is going to, in some way, relate to print. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean like a magazine print, but print in some way. So it looks like it might be magazine print or newspaper print because we've got column here, which could be a word. I think everything has to be at least 4 letters, maybe 5 letters. Column looks good. Let's take a second to look through it. See what we got. Do we have anything like where we could show newspaper? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, no, we do. News paper. That is the spangram. Okay, so yes, I was correct. It is the newspaper. So they have columns in newspapers. Come on, what are you doing? It's not working. There we go. Column. We've got folio. I don't know if that would be part of that. How about an article? How about a caption? I guess it is a folio. I wouldn't think of a folio being part of a newspaper, but what else? What else? I don't think penal would work. You'd be leaving an I out anyway. Ineptitude? No. That's just my solving prowess. What else do we have? Inlay? Does that make any sense? Not really, I don't think. Go away. Inlay. I was looking at folder, but there's no R. Folder doesn't really go with a newspaper. B. Where's this B go in? Like BY would work in some way. Laid. No. Okay. I'm not seeing this one. You guys are probably screaming at the screen what it is, but like I said, inlay is the only word I can really see right now that's has some sort of. Let's try it. It is not inlay. Okay, I didn't think it was, but what else would we have in a newspaper? You know, like sports section, comic sections, those sorts of things. You'd have job listings. I mean, it either ends in an OF. One of these words either ends in an OF or it starts OFO. Pegged off. No, that's not a word. So it seems more likely it would be an FO. Just fold? Okay, they do have, newspapers do have folds. That makes sense. And then we've either got 1 or 2 words left. Byline. Is byline a word? I know it's a word, but I don't know. Oh, it's got to be byline and then page. Yep, that's it. Got it. So, there we go. That was Strands, also for today. Let's go back. That. And do we want to do Letterboxed? We can give it a try. So, Letterboxed, June 10th. It seems to be lining up right. So we have to try to solve. If I remember correctly on this one, I didn't read the rules, but I can go back to them. How to play? Yeah, you have to go back and forth on the. So you can't do WC. You'd have to do WO, NAR, something like that, and how to actually solve it. So, words is a possibility. What does that leave me? Well, Bane, but that doesn't leave me anything. Maybe it's just we just do word Bane, but then I have to use the SIC and U, which wouldn't work. What else can we do? We've got crone. Now we could do crone. Then again, how do we finish it? We could do corn, but we can't. I was going to say in Y's, but we can't do Y's because the W and the I are on the same edge as each other. And we can't do corn because R and N are on the same side. Crone. What can we go with crone after that? Bus. But then that lead, it has to be, no, we could do it in 4 words. I don't think there's probably like a 3-letter minimum. Crone, bus, and oozwoody. No, that doesn't work. Okay, this one is, I'm gonna have to start guessing something, I think, and run with it for a second and see what I can find. Could we do, no, we can't do an SE ending. We can't do a UR. I guess, what did I start out thinking it might have been? Words. Let's look at word again. Let's put word in and just kind of run with it. Oh, and you have to start with the next. I forgot that was a thing. Okay, so now we have to start with the D. Dub, like you can dubstep or dubs. D. Oh, I didn't take my input there for a second. If I did that, then I'd have to somehow figure out how to use a C, I, E, A, and N to end this word. So maybe that's not a great use. I think I need to go over to the other side. So D, A, B, S, dabs. In Q, I don't think that's a word. I mean, incur wouldn't work because it's U and R together. Dabs. If I did dabs, I have to start with the S. I'd have since. Wait, can I do daubs? Yes, and then I can do since. Hey, there we go. We got it. So we did it within 4 words. That's what we're supposed to do it in. So that was awesome. Cool. Took a second to figure that one out, but got there eventually. Anyway, I think that's where we're going to stop it for today. Hope you enjoyed these. Like I said at the beginning, let me know if you like this content. I'd love to keep doing different things like this just to kind of mix it up, make it more interesting. And let me know, specifically which games you like, which ones you may not like, and any other suggestions you have. So thanks for hanging out with me and walking into these new things. So I will see you all next one. Thanks. Bye.